we are here, and as usual, it is time for Designer Street. You cannot believe who we have today. Kawira from Mambo Pambo. Thank you for having us, darling.
Thank you too. Karibu Mambo Pambo.
Ah, I love that. Karibu Mambo Pambo. Everything we want to hear. I mean, we walk in, and there is fabulous pieces displayed everywhere. I love the thought process that is Mambo Pambo. First of all, I love your brand name a lot.
Thank you.
What was the thought process behind creating your brand name?
So Mambo Pambo is about 6 years old.
Okay.
Let me take you a little further back.
Yeah.
And the time when I decided to start a fashion brand, we lived in West Africa.
Wow.
And West Africans live their fashion.
Yes.
They consume it.
Yes.
They dress up to go to the supermarket. They dress up for parties. They dress up for church. They dress up to sit at home. And so I thought, this is something we can do in Kenya.
Yeah. Wow.
And so Mambo means things.
Yeah.
Pambo means decorative. So all things decorative.
Decorative
Yes.
and beautiful.
Thank
you know,
you.
I get now the eccentric taste because your expression of design is quite eccentric, and that's the uniqueness. I mean, look at the hat behind us. So lovely. And the fabric choices. So was this a part of your inspiration for Mambo Pambo, like the eccentric pieces, or like more day wear you had in mind?
So my thought process is this. Your average Mambo Pambo client, whether male or female, is many things.
Yes.
Okay? They go to work, they go out, they go for parties, they go for PTA meetings, they fly to New York,
Very true.
they go on holiday. And so we try to create pieces that you can wear for different occasions.
Yeah. Mambo Pambo and fabrics. And let's just talk about how well you have represented a brand in the Kenyan industry, because when you started, there was not a lot of brands. You know, you tapped into a market that was what you'd call an emerging, you know, at that time, Kenyan fashion was very emerging market.
Yes, true.
And very sustainable. And up to today, you are on the map for fashion and fabrics. Tell us a little about that.
I'd like to say I listen to my clients.
Yeah.
My clients have been very critical to our growth path. When I moved to Kenya, I moved with a container full of vitenges, Ankara from West Africa.
Yeah.
I kid you not, it was a container. Bright, vibrant prints. And so when I put word out that Mambo Pambo has launched, we're here, come, let's make something for you.
Yeah.
So clients would come and they'd look at the fabric, they'd be like, yeah, this is really nice. Where am I going to wear it? I'll wear it to church on Sunday, but then how am I spending 10,000 on a dress I'll only wear once? And so that was back in 2014, 2015. And that is how I got inspired to start using a little trim
Yes.
on plain fabric
Interesting.
to make it more versatile.
Functional,
Yes,
versatile
functional, yes.
and
Yes,
functional.
so you're able to wear it.
That
you know.
is quite interesting.
Yes. And so then we, over time, as I said, you listen to clients. There are some fabrics clients like more than others. Stretchy fabric is more comfortable.
Yeah.
So when you're out there, you look out for fabric that you think your clients will like and will find comfortable.
Yeah. To young designers watching, and they're like, Mambo Pambo, you know. Are there any things that you can highlight on the two?
Yeah, well, one, figure out who you're designing for. I design for men and women, mostly women, who are 25 to 55, maybe 60.
Yeah.
So that's my target. And then it won't be overnight. Give it time. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. By year 4, you'll have developed a nose and an eye and an aesthetic. And there are 40 million Kenyans. So there's market for everyone.
I love that you make it, you brand and introduce a very wearable form of fashion, and you do it as you. Because whenever I follow your Instagram or whenever we're looking at what you're setting, you produce actual designs. Because reality versus what is modeled becomes very, very different, you know? And, you know, especially you were saying during COVID, you had this whole experience of now having to start modeling yourself. And how did that work for marketing?
It's been awesome, really. It's been, the feedback we get is really positive. And then, of course, clients feel, if you can look nice in it,
Yes.
I'll look nice.
Wow.
And then people can visualize themselves in the same garment.
Very true.
And then, as you shared, to
makes
use your words, it's relatable.
Very relatable.
It's relatable,
Because I see
yes,
myself
yes,
in it. Because
yes.
it's not shot in a high studio the fabric is the fabric. You know, what I see is what I get. I get the real time picture. A lot of people are following you. A lot of people look up to you, and people in the media and fashion industry. What advice or takeaway tip would you like to leave us with?
There are many. So, one, the future is young. The future is with the youth. I think, one, believe in yourself. That sometimes sounds cliche because imposter syndrome is real.
Yes.
Okay? You've got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? One. Two, success is not overnight, will never be overnight. You start and you keep going.
True.
You start with 1 follower, 2 followers, 3, and then it picks up momentum. Creativity is a muscle. The more you use it, the better you become at it. Okay.
Wow.
Then of course we live with economic realities. So sometimes the time might not be right for you to start a business. You can work for somebody in your area of interest.
Right. You know what my favorite is? Creativity is a muscle. That's amazing. Before we go, where can we find you? What are your social media handles? If I'm watching now and I want to buy from you and I want stuff, where can we find you?
We're on Instagram, Mambo Pambo World. We're on Twitter, Mambo Pambo World. When you go on to Instagram, our number is right there also, so you can also WhatsApp us. And then we have our website. We're updating it at the moment, so very soon you'll be able to shop off mambopambo.com.